Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a seat there, man.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Appreciate you. We appreciate you being back with us, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Jim. I really
Sorry about
appreciate
the last time. We had audio here. I probably didn't explain myself, but the internet, we didn't have audio on the internet that week, and we had our band here that week, and you had it rocking, and
We were rolling.
People on the internet couldn't even hear it.
What's wrong with them?
And we're glad you came back, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Things are still going at the historic Owens Downtown Theater,
We
right?
have remodeled the whole thing. It's not the one that you remember if you're from Branson. Come on down. It's all remodeled, new lights, sound, seats. The whole thing's been remodeled.
Yep.
I did all the sound and lighting there myself.
Is that right?
Yeah, all the DMX lighting and stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, we had since you've been on, we had Joseph Hall on,
Yeah.
and he performs down there, and he told us a little bit about what's going on with the theater. So it sounds like you guys got it looking really good down there.
We have shows in there pretty much every day but Sundays.
I was surprised at the number of seats that you have in there. Did he tell me 200 seats?
203 seats, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good size.
It is. And they're all squished together, so come on down.
You get to sit on top of each other.
We have free coffee, too. I want to make sure you know that. So come down, just get a cup of coffee and come on in.
Bill, tell us where you came from.
I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska. Thank you. I started doing in music when I was about 14 years old, and I started doing Elvis when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually Lincoln's first Elvis tribute artist.
Is that right?
And I was the one who got Joseph started in the business.
Really?
The Elvis business, yeah. And there's another young man coming up through the ranks that I've helped out as well. So anytime I can help somebody, I help them.
Well, that's great. So, were you a full-time entertainer before you came here, or is this?
No, I was full-time. I've been full-time since '83. God has blessed me I've traveled all over this country doing shows.
What kind of stuff have you done? I mean, what kind of? These guys talked about working cruise ships, things like that.
I've done a lot of casinos, and I've done everything from smoky bars to casinos to I've done church events, corporate events, IBM, different corporations book me, and I do a lot of VIPs for casinos for their high rollers. Do a lot of shows for them.
Well, tell the folks what they expect to see when they come see the.
You're going to see a lot of energy and just like Skinner, a lot of sweating, a lot of sweating. But from the get-go, it's just a party to go, and that's how I announce it. It's not a library in here. It is a theater, and it's to have fun, have a good time. I start the 50s, and I do Jerry Lee Lewis live on the piano. And I use tracks, and let me clarify that. My tracks are such that once I get them, I go through and I tailor each one. Well, I can grab the bass guitar, put my own bass guitar on, my own piano sound, anything I want to these tracks I do. And when I play live, I mute that track out so that I'm playing.
So you play piano live on the show, and you play guitar live on the show.
Play guitar live on the show. And I do, during the Neil Diamond segment, I do a song called Play Me, with just me and acoustic.
Right.
I do that. And then Neil Diamond, and I do Tom Jones. And in fact, that was when the sound was off.
Right.
They didn't know what I was doing jumping around on here on stage. They had no clue.
Thought you were having an epileptic fit or something.
Somebody help that poor man.
Well, tell me about all these folks that's here with you. What's the deal with all them?
These are my fans. They came from Lincoln and from Minnesota and from Oklahoma.
You got fans in Oklahoma and Nebraska.
Yes.
And that redhead back there's waving at you. What's she want?
Oklahoma,
she's
right
from
over there.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even have people in this town that like me.
That's not true. Everybody loves you.
So how many folks came from on this bus?
We got 40 some on this bus.
And you've been taking, besides seeing your show, you've been taking around to other shows.
We
too?
went to Doug Gabriel this morning.
Isn't he great?
Yeah, oh man, he's an awesome guy. Besides, yep.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Known Doug a long time. He's a great guy.
He is.
What
He
else
really
have they
is.
sing?
What else have you seen? Well, tonight, I try to expose this show to many people as possible because I want them to know the great entertainers. We do the mixers Mondays and Tuesdays, so I get to meet a lot of different entertainers. Well, nobody gets to see them except us, and
Right.
so that's why we promote this show here, and putting a link on my website and everything so people can see the talent that you bring on here.
Well, great.
I want you to and give Jimmy a hand for doing that. I mean, and Perry and the theater because Branson is about the entertainers.
It absolutely is, and the shows are what
Yep.
made Branson great. And
You know something about Doug Gabriel? A lot of people, he's not real tall.
Right.
And I read the other day that some scientists think that if global warming continues at its current rate, the
Polar
ice,
caps
the
are gonna-
polar caps, all
they're
those
gonna melt.
icebergs will start melting. It's liable to raise the water level at least 4 feet all over the world. Some scientists believe that. However, all scientists believe that if that happens, Doug Gabriel will drown.
He's a heck of a swimmer. I think he'll be all right.
If we didn't love Doug, we wouldn't talk about it like that, would we? What's your schedule down at the theater, Bill?
Wednesday nights, 8 p.m., and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2 p.m.
So you do matinees? You just
Yeah.
do one night a week? Is that
Just
right?
just the one night, yeah. I was doing 7, and it was killing me, and so we decided to cut back a little bit. And I wanted to enjoy Branson, not just be running all the time. Because of mixers Mondays and Tuesdays, I was doing shows Wednesday through Sunday.
Do you have? I know you have a wife because she's
Yes.
here with you every
Yep.
week, and you
Right.
have kids.
I have 2 daughters, Mindy and Miranda, and Mindy is out in South Carolina. She works for a resort out there, marketing director. My youngest one, we're going back to Nebraska in a couple weeks to pick her up and move her to Bowling Green, Ohio, because she's going for her master's.
Wow,
Yes.
excellent.
Told them both stay out of music. No, they're great girls. And before we go on, though, I just want to say hi, Mom. She's at home in Lincoln watching on the internet.
Oh,
and
great.
she's-
Well, if all these folks get on, they keep getting on the internet and watching the show every week, and they go and tell their friends about it,
That's what we want you to
then
do.
we want the audience to grow for this show because that's, I mean, we're not exposing the talent of Branson if nobody watches. So we want you guys to get back and tell everybody you know about Branson Live and check out the websites and the archive shows that we have and see all the talent that we've been able to have so far. And we've had a lot of great talent, and there's a lot of great talent yet left to get on this show. So you guys go out and talk it up. We need that. Bill, I ask everybody this because I'm always curious what urged you to come to Branson?
My vision of Branson started 12 years ago. We were down here, and we were going through the shows, and I've worked the clubs since '83 full time, and the casinos and stuff. I just love the theater. I just love the theater aspect, and I
Yeah.
love doing the shows down at the Owens. I love that part of
Staying put.
Yeah, staying put, and just coming here and doing a show. You know, just everything just rolls, and got somebody hitting the sauce in the back. Play this, you know. And everybody's
Yeah.
here to have a good time and enjoy the show. That's the part I love about Branson and the show part. And my vision started 12 years ago, and we put this project together starting last May, a year ago May, and then here I am.
Well, you're a wonderful talent, and we do thank you so much for coming back and
Thanks for having me, man. I
letting
appreciate it.
everybody experience the part of your show that you brought to us today. Appreciate you bringing all these nice folks to us today.
Now,
And-
he mentioned mixers on Monday and Tuesday. How many of you know what mixers are in this town?
They all live here. And that's his wife there, so.
Well, these are parties held different resorts around Branson. There's probably a dozen of them.
At least.
And a lot of the entertainers, they hop in their car and they perform 5-6 minutes at one, hop in their car, try to get down the street in time to perform at the next one, hop in their car. They're all on Monday and Tuesday, which just kills you on those days.
Yeah.
That's why there's traffic on Monday and Tuesday.
Entertainers?
It's the entertainers trying to get to all these mixer parties.
And once
see?
you know about it, you're just laughing when you see a car going, he's
Yeah.
going to mixer. You know he's going to mixer.
Yeah, I used to wave at John Tweed on the same corner every Monday. But it's a way for the performers in this town to try to get their part of their act in front of different faces and people that may not have come to see their whole show. That's kind of what this is here. Don't know how much activity we have on the internet, but like Jimmy said, if you go home and you want to kind of touch base with Branson again, this will be here on Saturdays, and we hope you'll come back, be part of a live audience, and bring somebody else with you.
We do. We would like to see it grow. I think I don't know that anybody else is doing that for Branson in this media, the internet media, and it's they don't call it the World Wide Web for nothing. I mean, it's worldwide.
That's the one we're on, the one that goes all over the We're not on that little one, are we? Anymore?
No,
We got
no.
off the little one. We're on the worldwide one now.
That'd be the SWW, statewide.
Yeah, small world web.
Statewide web.
Yeah, yeah.
That one doesn't do any good. But Bill, would you sing another song for us,
I'd
brother?